What up, y'all? Welcome back. And this is the 7-5 side. I am your host, Southside O. First and foremost, what we got to do right off the rip. Big thank yous. Big thank yous to the man up above, to our creator, and to all of y'all that definitely was wishing me well and sending you condolences, as well as hoping for the best for me and my daughter. As you may have known, we've actually gotten into an accident recently where a school bus was actually rear-ended. My BMW was damaged pretty bad, but at the end of the day, y'all know how I look at it. I don't give a fuck about the material shit. I like material stuff as far as like certain things I feel like I deserve, but at the end of the day, ain't nothing more valuable than my child's life or my life or the kids that were on the school bus's life. Let's get that out the way first and foremost. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this episode right here, 7-5 side, I told y'all, we're going to be partying, we're going to do it up, we're going to talk about certain economics, certain social issues and all. This one today, I wanted to do something to give back, you know? So what we're going to do this time, it's all about 7-5 side 101. I want to see y'all win. I want to win myself. I'm going to win. But I definitely want to see y'all win as well. So I'm going to give y'all a little tip, something I've been living by for a while now. Y'all saw me speak on it lightly, maybe every now and then in the post, but I actually want to make this a part of 7-5 side as well, because it's not all about it's not all about entertainment. We want to educate y'all as well. And what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about how to manage money. But the difference is, I'm not going to just throw it out there. I'm going to show you exactly how to manage your money, first and foremost. It's going to be step by step, so we're not going to get it all out in one episode. But I guarantee you, if you tune in, you will see what I'm saying. You will get what I've gotten and more. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No cap, y'all. I ain't here to say y'all no dreams or nothing. You want a new house? You want a Ferrari? You want a Lamborghini? You want that dream trip? You can have everything you want, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all. First and foremost, we're going to have to work internally before we do anything. A lot of people don't realize when it comes to spending money, we got habits. The same way this could be a habit, the same way cigarettes could be a habit, the same way alcohol could be a habit. The same way you brushing your teeth every morning could be a habit. The habit is an issue. It's whether they're good habits or bad habits. We're going to start off with this part right here. I want y'all to write this down. T, the letter T equals F, the letter F, which equals A, the letter A, which equals R, the letter R. Thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. When it comes to how y'all spend y'all money all these years, all this time, what y'all don't realize is it's an internal thing. It really is. It could sometimes be how your parents raised you, what you saw as a kid, trying to model after your parents as a kid, as you grew up and all. Sometimes it can even be a rebellion against how your family moved when it came down to money. I know when I was a kid, this is some real shit, y'all. No, I mean, y'all can clown me. I don't care. You know me. My shit's solid, so I don't give a fuck any kind of way. But I can remember when I was like maybe 10 years old. And my aunt from Baltimore had sent some money down for me to get some shoes because my mom couldn't afford it. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm from the gutter. I'm from poverty. So we didn't get shoes on the regular and things of that nature, you know? I'm going to be the first to tell you. If we had some shoes, we would probably get like maybe 2 pair of shoes the whole school year. To be honest with you. Unless we just wore them out that bad. I come from poverty. I'm not ashamed of it because I know I'm not there now. And even if I was there now, it still wouldn't make me or break me. You feel me? But we come from poverty. And I can recall being in the shoe store in Greenbrier Mall in Chesapeake as a kid. And they had this shoe store across the street called A&N that was outside the Greenbrier Mall across on the other side of another plaza. And I had enough for the shoes that I wanted because my aunt sent enough money for it. I'm not sure if my mom wanted to pocket the rest of the change or she just felt like she can get I can get more out of the money by buying these cheaper shoes in A&N and possibly buying me some clothes as well. But all I wanted was the shoes, and that's all my aunt sent the money for. Before you know it, I don't know what happened. I remember telling my mom I didn't want them shoes across the street, and she smacked me right in my forehead with the damn shoe that was inside the store on the counter. I don't know if it was frustrating. I don't know. I'm just telling you what it was. But as you can see, I never forgot that because I knew for a fact it wasn't coming out of her pocket, and I still couldn't get what I want, you know. And I didn't get what I want, and I ended up still having to go to A&N and getting the other shoes. As I got older, I went out my way to make sure that I had every kind of shoe that I wanted. When the boys was pushing the bait thing real heavy, and I'm talking about before a lot of y'all started wearing it, before Soulja Boy definitely started wearing it, before Jeezy started wearing it, before all the rappers and famous people started wearing it, the Clips and the Crew was the only one that had them. I wasn't getting shit for free though. You feel me? I had to pay for everything. But I made sure I had them Bapes. I remember us being at a show with the Clips in DC, and Jeezy saw that I had on them Bapes. And it's crazy because this nigga got like so many fucking pairs. The Crew had so many pairs. You gotta remember, they get them for free. They no nego. You feel me? And I had this specific pair that Jeezy hadn't got yet. Dead ass. And the nigga saw it. That nigga was like, he looked at the push like, hey, look at this shit. And he was hot. He wasn't really hot, but he was hot. Then I got it before he did. You know what I mean? I got mine from 3rd and Green Street in the Soho district. Y'all know where the Bape store is at. If you really into this shit, you know what time it is. And if you just see how natural I said it, you know that I know what I'm talking about. Now, those little small things are great. Just seeing that person, Jeezy, actually, me having something before he had it, that was an accomplishment like a motherfucker. But that's just a minor example of what I'm talking about. My thing is this. At that point, I became a shoe fanatic. I made sure when them ice creams dropped, I had a pair of those on my birthday. I made sure that the ones that had the dollar rolls all over them joints. I'm paying for my shit though. And I don't mind because I know for a fact this is what I want. Remember when I was in that store and my mom hit me with the shoe? My mindset from that day was, I'm gonna make sure I get every fucking pair of shoes I ever want when I grow up. But you see where I'm coming from though. Don't pay attention to the specific story of mine. Do you see where that default came from when it come down to her hitting me with this shoe because I wanted this shoe and basically telling me I couldn't have it? And me somewhat almost rebelling almost and saying, fuck that, I'm gonna have every fucking pair of shoes I ever wanted. I got a pair of Christian Louis Vuittons now. I got several pairs of Giuseppe's now. But you see where I'm coming from? It's things that we go through in our childhood that affect us as an adult. The same exact shit happens with money, y'all. If your mom and your parents were always on some, boy, money don't grow on trees, but hell no, I ain't got no money. What y'all think I made it out of money? All of those stories that we hear, those are things that affect us as children. And two things are going to happen. Either we're going to be just like them and tell our kids the same thing, or we're going to rebel and say, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that, and I'm going to make sure that I got an abundance of money. You see where I'm coming from? Now, even if you got an abundance of money, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to manage it well. But the thing is, what made you push so hard to get that money was what you went through in poverty, hearing what your mom was saying, seeing what your mom and your parents were going through, them hardships, saying, even as a kid, I'm going to make sure that they ain't got to keep going through this. You see where I'm coming from? Your thoughts lead to how you feel about this stuff. And if you feel passionate enough for it, you will go out there and do it. Whatever the do it is, and whatever the result from you doing it, that's going to be what you will get from it. Because it's not a good or bad thing. It's a system thing. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out no matter what the fuck happens. Whatever you think may give you a feeling and make you, say for instance, the best example. You having a great day. You at work. You see a coworker and they talk about the boss. You don't have no issues with the boss, but everything this person just said about the boss just kind of like rub you wrong, even though it ain't got nothing to do with you. And then by the time you see the boss, Somebody done planted something in your head now, to the point where you might even say something slick to the boss by accident, not accident, but almost by reflex, because you feel like now, like how the person that was complaining about the boss feels. So you just see the boss and he's like, hey, how you doing? And you kind of look like, hey, what's up? Your energy is coming from what you just heard about him. It ain't from your relationship with him, but basically that's to slow it down some. Think about it now. That coworker told you something and made you think. What he made you think about had you feeling a certain way about the boss. Before you know it, when you saw the boss and he spoke to you, you acted out by saying, yeah, instead of your normal, hey, how you doing, boss? Now, the boss noticed you got an attitude and stuff, and he didn't even do nothing to you. Now you got to deal with whatever comes with that shit. If you want to make you do a little extra work, if you want to ask you, is there a problem? If he wants to do whatever have you. You see my point? Your thought gonna lead to you feeling a certain kind of way, which is gonna make you act out on this shit. You feel me? And whatever result you get is whatever result you get. Y'all feel me? This goes with everything in life, not just money. This is the mindset of discipline, period. You start thinking some fucked up shit, stop right there. What I do personally, and I told somebody just the other day ago, what I do personally, when I have those moments where I'm thinking so negative, I stop everything. I don't give a fuck if I'm driving, I pull over and I stop. Which is what I should have did that morning, y'all. I should have pulled over and stopped before I even left. I had my daughter in the backseat. Y'all never know what people are going through or what circumstances people are in or who they're trying to help or what in general. What you never know what a person's going through. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Now, I wish I would have stopped. Why? Because my thoughts led to a feeling I had that morning. And even though I was sane driving and all, as I was driving, those thoughts and feelings were still on my mind. You feel where I'm coming from? I know I got responsibility. I was taking my daughter to daycare. I had to get to work right afterwards. But I had so much thought and feeling on my mind and in my heart that the way I acted out caused that crash. Maybe it was something so simple as the bus driver not stopping in time that caused it. One way or another, it's still going to be an action that brings a result. But I'm going to only speak on my point of view, my perspective. My thoughts and feelings at that time could have been clouded. You feel where I'm coming from? Which is why I acted the way I acted, which was not being on point. And you see the result I got. Yeah. Same thing with money. If you're bored in a house and you just got a lot of money and you know for a fact you got to hold on to that money for a couple more weeks, the hardest part that we all know is holding on to that money for a couple weeks. But if you think and you occupy your time properly, you can do so. Because if you think well enough, it's going to give you a certain feeling, which is going to make you sit your ass in the house, which is the action. Which the result will be you still got the money in a couple weeks. Same thing if you work a job getting paid $15 an hour and we know that ain't no money. A lot of times people say that ain't no money because of this simple fact. They want to do all the stuff that they was already doing. You feel me? And if they were getting paid more than that ahead of time before that job, that $15 an hour job, they're looking at it like, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. Hell no. I ain't doing that. I ain't taking that job. They can pay their bills with it, but they can't get everything else that they want with it that makes them comfortable in life. They want to be comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable. The minute you get comfortable is the minute you stop thinking. If you always put yourself in not so much uncomfortable positions, but situations where it's new to you, you'll always grow. You feel me? Idle time is the devil's playground, but it's because we don't think the right way when we got the idle time. We don't know how to think constructively. We just get bored, and before you know it, we do something impulsive. That's the reason why a lot of y'all spend your money on impulse. You feel me? I swear, it's off an impulse. Somebody pissed you off, and you know you got the money, so you just go ahead and move. Man, I'm gonna just clear my mind and go buy something. Or, like I said before, you got my situation, whereas you kind of scarred from a kid, you know? So you just said, fuck that. I'm going to make sure that I get all I want. You're not thinking clear. You're headed in the right direction with that way of thinking, but the thing is, why go crazy with it off of impulse? If anything, treat yourself to something nice, and I mean real nice, once a month. I can show y'all how to do that. I'm talking about literally once a month. I used to have something called, I call it play money. Y'all, I'm gonna explain to y'all what play money is. What I used to do with my play money, and this is dead ass serious because I know for a fact that people have seen it. I go to the club, buy a Patron margarita, and tip the bartender $100. I ain't got it like that, but I got it like that. Because that money was only meant to play with. When I mean by play, I'm talking about every urge, every feeling that made you feel like you rich. That's what you do with that money. Let's say, for instance, you was going to the massage parlor. You had $300 left inside your play account at the end of the month. Massages probably cost roughly like $35 to $40 per hour or whatever have you. But you got 3 and some change. What you're supposed to do with that money, you're supposed to say, okay, it's $35 an hour, I got 300. I want you to massage my feet. I want you to massage my arms. And I want you to massage my back. And don't forget the hot rocks either. And somebody go get me coffee. Because these things cost $35 an hour. And I'm about to spend $300 with y'all right now. You feel me? Something that makes you feel rich. This is what you deserve. Not just a massage. Go fucking ham with it. That's what will make it last to the next month. That, and I'm making it last. I'm talking about that feeling. That feeling before you spend some more. It's gonna be consumed with this one thing, this OD that you're doing. You ain't getting a regular massage. You got all of them massages you at one time. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You can literally get everything you want. But why does it have to be on a time you want it every time? That ain't how life works. You know that. We done seen it all. All of us done seen that shit. You can have literally everything you want. Just give it time. You don't gotta put all that money up at one time. Hell no. You literally chip away and keep putting pieces and stashes away of it. That way when it's time to spend it, you ain't even blowing all your money. You blowing all of the money that was meant to be blown. Same thing. The key to it is this. For everything you blow, you can have another account to invest. And another account to pay your bills. And another account to give to the homeless, give to charity, loan to your friends or whatever. And another account to pay for a seminar, or even hire a financial planner or even a mentor. I want all y'all to walk with me on this journey, y'all. I love Virginia so fucking much, even though I hate coming back there and staying there for a long time. I mean, I love y'all so much, but we gotta grow, y'all. But I say that to say this. My purpose of this episode and these episodes of 101 is to educate all my Virginians, to educate all my Charlotte natives. You feel me? That 75704 shit is real, y'all. We about to make a crazy ass movement. Charlotte and the 757. Specifically, Charlotte, 704, and the 757, Hampton Roads, Virginia. We're about to be like brothers out this motherfucker, and I'm gonna make it happen. And I want y'all to hold me to it. Watch what I do. I'm Southside, I don't fuck around. And I swear to God, I ain't here to sell y'all no dreams on the wolf tickets. Watch what I do with my TV shows, with the music, with everything. I promise y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I want y'all to think about that part. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. I thought about this, and I felt good about educating y'all. So I said, I gotta go do it. And the result is I damn sure feel good now that I done told y'all and we done got this shit started. And by the way, I crashed my BM, but I got a Mercedes as well. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. I'm gonna always make sure that me and mine is good. And I want y'all to do the same fucking thing. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. And y'all have no clue how grateful I am for all the well wishes that y'all sent me. Now it's time for me to pay y'all back. Southside shit, Virginia, 7-5 side. We off this motherfucker. Let's get this money, y'all.